Why did you choose Swindon Town as your football club?
I was playing Hank in FIFA 11, and there may be one or possibly two people in this crowd old enough to remember that in 1969, Swindon had a famous win against Arsenal. What? Was I doing this? Swindon had a famous win against Arsenal in the League Cup. It was like the greatest moment in the history of Swindon Town Football Club, and Hank chose to be Arsenal, so I thought it would be funny if I was Swindon and still found a way to beat him, even though at the time they were in League 2.
And I was very bad at FIFA, so I think he wanted to give me a leg up, which didn't...
I wanted to give him a chance, but I still beat him.
Pretty badly.
And it felt great, and forever after I was loyal to Swindon. What is your favorite fish?
The anglerfish. How do you feed the goats? No one fessed up to this one.
One at a time, I guess.
I've always been under the impression you don't need to feed goats, they just find food. They find a kind of goat rather than a cow or a horse. Goats are just like, oh yeah, oh, with not a battery? Well, I guess I'll, whatever.
Do we get to do a good morning even though you're both here?
I don't know, your camera.
All right. What has been the most rewarding part of creating the Vlogbrothers, apart from Kiva and the Project for Awesome? For those of you who don't know, we have a charity project called the Project for Awesome, and also the Nerdfighters of Kiva have raised more than $1.8 million, won more than $1.8 million to entrepreneurs in the developing world. Let's do this really quickly where you say, good morning, Hank, it's John. Good morning, John, it's Friday. Is that what you said?
Hank, it's Tuesday.
Well,
it's for Hank's video, though. I already have mine in the can.
Yes, it's Tuesday.
So you say, good morning, John, it's Friday. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good morning, John, it's Friday!
yeah, I guess it is Friday when I do a video.
Yeah.
I always forget.
What has been the most rewarding part of creating the Vlogbrothers videos, apart from Kiva and the Project for Awesome? That's from Becky.
I really like doing live things and seeing people who are real and not just numbers or words on the screen.
Really? That's your favorite part?
I don't know, it's a big thing. It's a lot of favorite parts.
What's an instrument you wish you could play?
I haven't asked you a question like, who is your favorite fictional character, jerk?
Huck Finn. What's an instrument you wish you could play?
I've always wanted to play piano because it's just like, you can play anything on piano. Oh, who would win in an arm wrestling match, John or Hank?
Hank, how does it feel knowing you've coaxed hundreds of teenagers away from the internet for a whole hour, asks Hannah.
Hopefully you'll be here for longer than an hour, so that's even better. Will you take a picture with us, John?
No. Because there are a lot of you. However, after that thing goes off, we will pose for pictures and you can Photoshop yourself in. It's quite easy. I'm French. Can you say anything in French? Asks Chloe.
Gérard Depardieu.
You can't say a single sentence in French.
That was a
sentence. Maybe it's an exclamation.
Gérard Depardieu. Je ne sais quoi. Ceci n'est pas son pipe. F is Hank.
Hank is a massive incandescent gas.
That's cheating.
How do you like
something new?
Hank is a corn dog. How do you like your answer this morning?
I like them over hard, even though that's gross to most people. Would you and Hank ever write a novel together?
No. If somebody's trying to draw Hank,
I'd totally put my name on one if you would just... Go, you ask your question.
If somebody tried to put a anglerfish when the person wasn't Hank, would that still be a anglerfish, or would it be an anglerfish from Cat?
That's actually a really interesting question. Unfortunately. Because who is the creator of the idea of it, and like, is anglerfish something that is transferable? I think it is, personally, yes.
No, but talk more about intellectual property, because that's very interesting.
Honestly, the anglerfish design was a collaborative effort between myself and Catherine. She designed much of it. So, Doctor Who or Sherlock, but only the Cumberbatch Sherlock. Not like any other Sherlock. It was your question. You were just waiting.
I'm still thinking about it while I slap you, then I'm going to have an answer after. Come here!
If you had to live without one of your senses for the rest of your life, which one would you lose?
Smell, that's easy, come here.
For John and reference to the song, which were the most difficult to write?
Look how many people are watching this great moment. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I can't even do it hard. I can't be mean. Alright. Ah! I'm scared. I don't want to hit me. As hard as I can go. Alright, so we are going to pose, since we can't pose for pictures in the line, I'm sorry, but the line has to go very fast because there are, I don't know if you've seen this, but there's a lot of people here. So you will be like rushed through, and I apologize for that in advance, but it is all in the name of, you know, the people who are behind you in line, who you have to be empathetic toward. It's all about imagining other people complexly. However, we are now going to pose for pictures, and you can Photoshop yourself in, no one will know. It's actually what my video is about.
See, this would be a lot easier if John wasn't wearing a black t-shirt and had a black backpack.
Reached the end of our show this afternoon.
Let me do a thing. You go away, I'll do one. Do we have time? We're behind?
Yeah.
Oh. It seems so quick.
Just, what did you want to do?
I can't say it or else everybody else can. Oh, and then it's...
Well, we are going to play one last song. It looks like you're going to take off your shirt. It seems like there was quite a lot of support for that. It ain't that kind of show.
This song... What?
I was going to do the intro, but you do it.
It's fine, you do it.
Okay, I'll do it. No.
That's the Aggressive Brothers.
No, it's fine, you do it.
No, it's fine. My face hurts. So he did it softly so that he could slap me 3 times. That was your plan. The song is about a fish. In the deep sea there is very little nutrients, there are very few animals, and so it's hard to eke out a living. So if you're a deep sea fish, you might have a hard time coming across another fish of the same species and a different gender than you are in order to make a baby when it's time to make a baby. Oh, there was a question in your stack that was so good, which was, and you didn't get to it, but now I want to say it. The question was, how does a daddy long leg make a life? And I just wanted to give credit to the question, how does a daddy long leg make a life? Because I wanted to answer, well, when a daddy long leg and a mommy long leg love each other very much. And that's the whole joke. Was that what you intended for me to say? Oh. So there is a fish. And so it's hard for 2 fish to get together when it's time to get together. And so the deep sea anglerfish has evolved an amazing adaptation to take care of this problem, wherein when the male anglerfish is born, it is nothing but a tail and a nose and balls. And the point of its entire life, it's not even able to eat things. It doesn't have a digestive system. So all it can do, it has enough fuel to sniff out a female anglerfish and bite her. And if it is able to do that, that is its entire life goal. And then an enzyme in her skin dissolves his lips, and their circulatory systems fuse together until he is fed by her blood. And then he slowly senesces away until he is just a pair of nuts on her side. And I thought that story was so beautiful that I wrote a song about it. Yes, it's true that I once went through life as a guy who always had to rhyme. Life with strife. Yes, I've been burned and I've been spurned, and through it all, my friends, I've learned that love is not about whether you get stabbed, it's how slow the knife gets turned. But my friends, I found an animal who doesn't feel this pain, and my life is so much better now that I can feel the same. Oh, you can't hate the knife, you're boiling out like you can't hate the dish. You've only ever eaten fish and you can't feel alone if it's all you've ever known. Yeah,
Yeah, the deep sea anglerfish has no reason to be happy, but it has a great idea. What else to be?
Well, the deep sea dwelling anglerfish never has to find a mate. They are always there together when it's time to procreate. See what they're cutting up finds a female on her side, and then slowly he becomes a sperm-producing parasite. And if we can say he lives it all, he lives until she dies, and until that day he literally never leaves his side. Oh, you can't hit the knife.
You can't hate the dish if you've only ever eaten fish. You can't feel alone if it's all you ever know. Yeah, the deep sea anglerfish has no reason to be happy, but it's not a freaking idea. What else to be?
Thank you so much for coming out to the Steam Museum here today. We want to give a huge thank you to Waterstones for making this event possible. We also want to encourage you to visit your local bookstore and purchase books at them, mostly mine, but also other books. We also want to thank Penguin UK for making this possible, for bringing us here today. We're so thrilled. And Tanya and everybody, and Jade and everybody at Penguin, we're so thankful to them. And mostly we want to thank all of you, because this community has been the great gift of our lives thus far. And we are so thankful and proud to be Nerd Fighters. We are so thankful and proud to be in your lives in this weird and improbable way. So thank you very much, and as we say in my hometown, don't forget to be awesome.
It's always there. I ask my brain to entertain. The pain is the same. And if I feel it all the time, can really call it pain. Well, I don't have any friends and I don't have any hair, but neither does the anglerfish and she doesn't care. Oh, you can't hit a knife.
You can't hit a dish if you only ever eaten fish. You can't feel alone if it's all you've ever known. The deep sea anglerfish has no reason to be happy, but it has no friggin' idea what else to be.